if you want to grow in a small space, we can make that happen. I mean, and I'm talking about the smallest of spaces. So people want to be able to grow their own vegetables, and they think, well, I'm in a condo, I don't know if I can accomplish this. You can, because they have things like this, like a trough.
Right.
And you can grow whatever you want. Like, I'm even considering this, and you know, we've got a good sized backyard.
Yeah.
But this is really nice to have in places that you might not have expected.
Yeah, I love the accessibility of this. If we look at where it is in terms of a height, it's easy for me to bend down. It's going to be easy for me to weed.
That's true.
I can put it up by the barbecue.
Yes.
All I need is sun. All I need is sun, and you need to make sure that you have a soil that's not going to stay too wet for too long. So what we're going to plant here is we're going to plant kale, because right now, you know, everybody's always about kale.
Kale, kale, kale.
Kale, kale, kale. I love kale. Kale's so great.
So
kale.
good for
These
you.
are from Bonnie, the plants. And
I mean, you love so many vegetables. Like this guy, he will just pick them out of the ground and start eating them. Well, that's just because he grew up in a greenhouse.
And I eat romaine. I had a romaine, and this is not a lie. Every night while I'm watching TV, I eat a head of romaine. My wife hates it because I crunch, crunch, crunch away. So kale. Anybody grown kale before? Have you grown kale before, Tracy?
You know what? No, I've never grown kale. I have taken producer's kale from the show because she grew lots.
So with
I will take your kale.
Yeah, so with kale, as it grows, we're going to take some of the side shoots. We're going to want to make sure that we put a fertilizer down, because the type of soil that we used here is a soilless mix, so there's really no fertilizer that's there to help it out. If we want to do organic, we would add maybe a little bit of manure to heavy that soil up. Okay. Side shoots off. Big thing with kale, though, when you grow it, is you're always going to get cabbage moth. Do you know what cabbage moth is?
I guess it likes kale.
It's kale, it does.
Does it?
And they will fly down and it will lay larvae on here. What's really great about this from Lee Valley is this here will go over the top. Oh. And this still allows.
That's perfect.
Yeah, this is like a floating row cover that you would have in organic gardens. Yes. So what this does is prevents things from insects like flying on. Yeah. It also shades a little bit, and also will work as a frost cloth if it gets a little bit too cold for earlier spring.
That is great.
So that's nice and easy as well. The reason why I like doing my kale, my leafy greens, like my lettuces, all up in raised beds like this, I have rabbits.
Right.
A lot of rabbits. So when it's up like this, the rabbits will stay out of the way. Okay. So if you don't have a lot of money, because that's going to cost you maybe $100 or so, what I would do is just go get a Rubbermaid container. Here's one of my old ones. And all I'll do with my Rubbermaid container is I'm going to drill some holes. Any reason why I'm drilling holes?
So that you can have some drainage at the bottom
for
the water.
You got it. So by drilling those holes and drainage, I got a beautiful container with handles that I can walk it around. Nice large soil capacity. What I would do in that is I put one tomato plant in the center, and I put 4 basil plants around.
Oh, that's nice.
The basil will actually repel aphids. Yeah. And then I get basils and tomatoes, which is just awesome.
That's good.
That's what I want.
I have a question about your kale. Can you mix in some lettuce and other stuff in there?
Yeah. So
you can mix that up.
We can mix if we wanted to, but say for instance leaf lettuce, I would keep kale on this side if I was going to plant that. Yeah. Put kale here. I put leaf over here. That leaf will actually, I'll harvest it quick. Yes. And then I can replant, succession plant. Oh, where the kale, as the side shoots, it's going to last me a little bit longer. Okay. And I always like doing leafy greens up like this because of my rabbit issue. Yes. I didn't have the rabbit issue.
That makes a lot of sense.
So any idea what I would be growing in this?
Oh, your recycling bin.
You can tell. I don't use it for recycling. Take a look at all the dirt in the base of there.
Well, I don't know. What are you growing in there?
I grew potatoes in here last year. Yeah. Good. So it already has drainage holes in. Okay. The other thing that you do is soil in the base. Yeah. Then what you're going to do is grab your organic seed potatoes, and here's a variety right here. This is called Orchestra. Nice. Your organic seed potatoes. You're going to pull one of these guys out. I'm just going to show you that. You're going to pull one out of here. So we're going to put a layer down. So you put soil down, you put a layer down. Yeah. Once they begin to root up, then we put additional soil. So what you do is you wait with these guys. You can see the eyes that are coming out here. Yeah. You wait till they grow, and they're going to grow about that high, and then I put additional soil on top. And do you know why? No. Because then what will happen is where that little stem is, it'll start sending more side shoots down and more potatoes. Oh. And then at the end, you just dump it over, and you're like, French fries!
That is amazing. So what you're growing, it doesn't care what it's growing in, as long as you create an environment where it can thrive. Frankie, thank you for that.
2 things I just want to say.
And making it so accessible.
Drainage and sun.
Drainage and sun.
That's
okay, good.